A relationship with a narcissist is not a healthy relationship. I could go on for a long time about why this relationship can't be called healthy, but this concrete video is about competition with the narcissist. I go into great detail about narcissistic, abusive behavior and the motivations behind narcissist behavior in my book, which you can download below this video. One of the signs that you are in an unhealthy relationship with a narcissist is that the narcissist is constantly pulling you into competition with him, even where it is completely irrelevant. And, of course, he or she does this without your consent. You don't want any competition with this person. You don't understand why you need it, but the narcissist pulls you into these games again and again, forcing you to waste time and nerves on unnecessary actions and experiences. The fact is that the narcissist perceives everyone as potential competitors, including he treats his wife or husband this way. Sometimes a narcissist may perceive a spouse or child or parent as the biggest competitor in his or her life. This competitor needs to be surpassed or out of the way, morally destroyed. While in a healthy relationship, spouses and other family members are happy for each other's successes and saddened by each other's failures. They strive to help and support each other. In a relationship with a narcissist, everything is different. The narcissist is jealous of his or her loved one's successes and rejoices in his or her failures. Narcissist may not show his joy directly because of the failure of a family member, but it is difficult for him to hide envy, resentment, and disappointment because of the success of a family member. The problem is that narcissists perceive themselves as the center of the universe. They should be the most important, the most beautiful, the most successful. They want to receive the most attention. If you are in the general circle of friends and get more attention than the narcissist, it pisses him off. If you are more successful in your career or education, it pisses him off. If you are more likely to be approached for help than the narcissist, it pisses him off. If you're better looking than the narcissist, it pisses him off. If you make more money than a narcissist, it pisses him off. And the unpleasant thing is that this unhealthy competition and rivalry will last as long as your relationship with the narcissist lasts. One could put up with the narcissist's envy if he just kept it inside him, but unfortunately, that's not the case. A narcissist can, at a minimum, ruin your mood, at a maximum create problems. For example, a narcissist may start accusing his significant other of supposedly trying to outshine the narcissist, even though it's not true. Let's imagine that you are just good at your studies or good at your job, but the narcissist sees this as an attempt on your part to be better than him, an attempt to outshine him, an attempt to get ahead of him, and this offends him. He may accuse you of making an effort on purpose, of putting a stick in the narcissist's wheels, and that you are the one competing with the narcissist to be better than him, even though you don't even have those thoughts. From accusations, the narcissist may move on to specific actions. For example, he will try to get other people's attention. He may ruin your reputation. He may make jokes about you in a general circle of people. He may discuss and judge you behind your back, and so on. The narcissist may emphasize his financial contribution to the family, downplaying his partner's contribution, and claiming that he is the one who bears the brunt of the financial burden, even when, in fact, he is not. There are a lot of examples. I think you have dozens of examples of this kind of competition. It would be great if you shared your examples in the comments below the video so that other victims of narcissists can compare these stories to their own experience as a result of this perpetual competition. You can't just be yourself near a narcissist and enjoy socializing with mutual friends and acquaintances. You can't feel at ease pursuing your hobbies. You can't just be a good parent to your children because the narcissist will constantly diminish your contribution to parenting, and so on. The narcissist may constantly compete in intelligence, knowledge, and educational achievements in an effort to prove that he is smarter and more educated than his partner. This is especially noticeable in the general circle of friends. Narcissist may try to be the main organizer and the center of attention at family events, trying to outshine the partner in the eyes of relatives. Another way the narcissist fights a competitor is by devaluing, criticizing, and ridiculing your accomplishments. The narcissist wants you to believe in the insignificance of your achievements. Put your hands down and stop being interested and engaged in what you are good at. For example, give up your hobbies, abandon your career, or lose interest in people who the narcissist thinks treat you better than they treat him. Simply put, he will do everything to get you out of his way and stop being a competitor for him if he objectively cannot be better than you in something. The narcissist is forcibly dragging you into a competition that you may not even realize as competition. You just feel that the narcissist is pushing you out, suppressing you, belittling you, and making you uncomfortable. You don't understand this person's reactions and resentments, but you feel the pressure. And, unfortunately, some victims of psychological abuse do voluntarily give up many of their roles and achievements and become a shadow of the narcissist, just to avoid annoying and offending him with their successes. But this is not normal. Realize one simple thing. In a normal family, people support each other, inspire, and cheer for each other, not compete. In a normal family, mutual friends and acquaintances are really common for both of you. And you don't need to compete with your spouse for the attention of these people. In a normal family, you don't need to give up your career because your career advancement and your income hits the narcissist's self-esteem. Life with a narcissist is some perpetual toxic Olympics and fighting for a place in the sun. And I want to emphasize once again that the victim doesn't need all this struggle and competition. It's unpleasant for her. In my book, Narcissist Victim Rebirth, you will find even more evidence that a relationship with a narcissist is an abusive relationship. It is an abuse of your psyche. It's a constant attempt to force you into some kind of boundaries. And the more you tolerate this abusive behavior, the worse it is for you.